Soraya.
So dudes, welcome to another Operator How-To. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Mira, or as some people like to call her, Kills You in Spanish. Mira is one of the more unique characters in this game. Her main asset is her ability to make attackers uncomfortable with a push they would normally make. Her powerful gadget is balanced by a gun with a pretty small magazine, but she's still an excellent anchor and someone I would recommend any anchor mains to add to their arsenal. Now, Mira might be 3 armor, but she's not an absolute unit like your boy Rook. Her hitbox is a little bit slimmer, making her pretty hard to kill with just body shots. You combine that with the nitro cell from when the going gets tough, and you've got yourself a hell of an anchor.
Come on, my melee's just kills.
First, Windows XP. Now, Mira gets 2 copies of Windows. The unique aspect of this is that you can look out at the bad guys from behind, but the bad guys can't see you.
Fucking Windows 98!
It's also bulletproof, so that's pretty nifty. So it's a one-way mirror. That's cool, Gregor. Where the hell am I gonna put it? It depends on the site. By now, most of your mirror placements have been more or less metafied. That's not to say you can't experiment and try some new stuff here and there. I'll go over how to do the 4 main mirror placements. Go up to a wall with space for 2 reinforcements. Use one of your reinforcements. Install Windows 98 closest to the side you wish to peek from. To make it as flush as possible, you can get out your mirror, then spam the movement keys and mouse one as you inch closer to the edge of the reinforcement. When you place down the Mira, use your secondary shotgun to punch out a murder hole. If you know absolutely nothing about how to play Mira, this is probably the most important setup you can learn. When the enemy makes a push, use it to fight them back and get kills. As the name implies, crouch next to a soft wall. Place the Mira on top of the soft wall. You can shotgun out the top, but I personally prefer to pre-fire enemies through the soft wall. Find 3 walls that you can reinforce. Place reinforcements on the leftmost and rightmost walls, leaving the center wall soft. Place your mirrors on top of the reinforced walls, closest to the soft wall as possible. Shotgun out a center line for a murder hole. This is a more unorthodox strategy that is done on sites where you need to cover multiple angles at once. Find 2 walls that you can reinforce. Place both of the reinforcements down on them. Place a mirror either to the left or to the right of the walls, allowing space for a second one right next to it. Place a second mirror. Now you have a bulletproof murder hole. It's a bit more risky, and I typically don't go for engages on enemies looking at this angle because you can easily get pre-fired. Wait for them to let their guard down, then get a free kill. Your main counters are Twitch, Habana, and anyone with frag grenades. Some general advice: don't place your mirrors at the start of the round. A Twitch drone can ruin your plans in just a couple of seconds if you're not paying attention. The best way to avoid getting your shit twitched is waiting until about 10-20 seconds have passed into the round, then placing your mirrors. If your team calls out that there's a Twitch drone, be mindful of it until it's been destroyed, then be on the lookout for the second one. Turn your headphones up and listen for the distinct noise of a drone. It kind of goes like... If you have a bandit on your team, you can ask him for some shotgun boxes on your wall. Sometimes they can kill drones trying to snuff you out, but more importantly, they'll keep Habana's fidget spinners from blowing up your shit. Don't make your murder holes too big, or this could be you. A well-timed frag grenade can ruin your day pretty quickly, so if you have a Jaeger, you can ask him to place a splody sniper next to you. Additionally, a castle on your team can make some of your more obnoxious angles safer for you. I rarely lose rounds when I'm pairing up the Mira castle combo. Mira's primary weapon options will either make her into a headshot machine or a close quarters brawler of sorts. Like I mentioned, concerning her hitbox being somewhat smaller, sometimes enemies will get cocky up close and just try to take you down with body shots. While they might think their time to kill will be good enough for that not to matter, the instant time to kill of a pump shotty can make them regret their decision pretty quickly. Something else that has an instant TTK is headshots, and the Vector is great at getting them. The blistering rate of fire and low recoil make it a breeze, but that's going to have to be your main way of netting kills. The DPS is okay, but you'll be struggling against ACOG-equipped ARs often. Take your time to make good shots in conjunction with your mirror windows. You have the time, so use it. If you spray with this weapon, you're screwed. A 25-round magazine gets chewed through pretty quickly, and then you're going to have to switch to probably your secondary shotgun, which sucks. For some people, the fact that Mira doesn't have an ACOG is kind of a deal breaker. I'm of the opinion that it would make her a little bit busted. Whereas some of your anchors can fight more comfortably at range, Mira's purpose is to fight in closer sight lines. Contesting pre-held angles from ACOG-equipped attackers is a death sentence. Play conservatively and bait the enemy into a position they don't want to be in. Use your nitro for diffuser prevents or for picks. I run Compensator on the Vector. I'm not a fan of the suppressor on this gun. I'd rather keep the recoil on this thing at a minimum to get those headshots. For extra meme...
And then...
Oh, they're in. Flex is lit.
Oh, what?
Mira needs help. Mira, okay, there you go.
What? Mission successful.
Did you wallbang him or something? Ace, Lamau.
Don't forget to turn off automatic updates, and you figured out how to play Mira and Windows XP. Like I mentioned earlier, you want to be mindful of Twitch drones, and the only way to really counter them is to hear them, so you'll want a headset. This video is sponsored by Massdrop, who sells the PC37X, a headset with a balanced mix of bass, treble, and mids that allows me to distinguish just about anything in the game. The headset is very comfortable, comes with a crisp, beautiful microphone, and a variable volume knob on the side. If you'd like this headset for yourself, you can check it out in my link in the description. Thanks again to Massdrop for sponsoring this video. Now, I'll be out of town over the course of Thanksgiving break and won't be able to stream, but you can catch me on my return on the 26th of November. Until then, stay tuned. Deuces.